unfortunately. They had a leader who took them there. I was watching one video that they were saying, area, running up and down there. All of them have been arrested now, openly, plus more. They do that sometimes. They also had a leader. So sometimes you have leaders that are taking you where you don't want to go. But the point is that, what I'm saying is that all of us here are leaders. Some of you are leaders. You may think you're a mentee, but you're also a mentor. Someone is looking up to you. It could be within your family, it could be your village, it could be whatever. Anyhow, but that's all. That question you asked about, maybe we haven't been doing a lot of mentorship I think I see mentorship.
I want to.
You want to rephrase it again, make it more complicated.
No, it will not be more complicated. You see, what I asked you is what they have asked me to ask you.
Okay.
Just like you said, we have several graduates of agri.
Exactly.
One of them would have loved to start off farms.
Absolutely.
And we are talking about mentorship as catalyst for economic development.
Yes.
How will the economy develop? When after NYSC, a graduate of agri can't even start a poultry farm because he has no means to start usually for poultry farm.
Okay.
Graduates of because the only ones who seem to be doing well are those who go into politics. Now, but what about graduates of theatre arts? Can there be help to do something?
Yes,
graduates of music, computer science, and all of these things that can bring money and make the economy develop. How is the government expected to help them? And a mechanical engineering graduate may wish to open a mechanic workshop, so to say, but he has no means of being helped. Okay. And the economy cannot grow if people like this do not move forward.
Okay, see,
what can the government do
to
make it truly a catalyst for economic development?
Thank you very much. So the way I look at it is this. Number one, I think that we have talked about something that's even more fundamental. That the curriculum and the experience in university or polytechnic. If people had been given that experience when they were in university, then you see a lot more people actually angling to get involved by the time they're done. In fact, by then they'll be going out as experienced people, number one. Number two, by then Nigeria resources. And I'm saying that this, if we do it, is beyond sideways. Someone spoke about sideways. You spoke about sideways. Sideways that has been tried has kind of been abandoned. You see, we just come to nobody wants to do sideways. Okay, just forget, just let me sign the paper and then let me go. And so they're not putting in. You're an engineer in sideways and you want to come and do sideways in maybe a management consulting firm or central bank or anywhere that maybe they pay good money. You are losing it, or law firm. But we have to take that sideways further. But I'm even saying that beyond sideways and all that, okay, after 2 years, go and do a break somewhere or something. What is the experience in university? I've employed sometimes in the past engineers who, when I wanted to take on an engineering issue, they said, sorry, Oga, they didn't teach us the practical. So the first thing is that, and let me tell you, all of us in Nigeria, everybody complains, The truth is that we do apologies to academics. If you want to change that curriculum, one of the biggest challenge you have is with the academia, who don't want to change. Because naturally everybody resists change. All of us, one way or the other, with different degrees. Some are quick to uptakers, some don't. Take on new challenges very quickly. So anyway, so let's look at that beyond, so that we don't fall into the trap of thinking it's only about money. If it was about financing and means and all of that, I think first of all it's about wiring. And I'm saying this because, look, today's leader was a follower yesterday. Many of today's so-called leaders, especially in the public space, were somewhere yesterday complaining about the same leaders and all of that. Now they're dead today. So today's follower is going to be a leader tomorrow. We have about 100 or 150 people in this room, give or take. Some of you are going to be in different places that you never believed you will get to in the near future. You'll be shocked. Yesterday I was watching a match and all these small boys that lead them out, or small girls, they lead out the players. And for some reason, I think it was Guinea-Bissau and someone. For some reason, I was looking at those children. I said, who knows where these children will be tomorrow? You'll be shocked. People have come from very obscure backgrounds and become something very significant. And some people, like they said, those who made all the first class and made all the best results, some of them, you can't find them anywhere today. life sometimes. That's randomness, sometimes. And sometimes it's the gut factor. Some call it luck. But I prefer to call it the gut factor. Where you're going to get to sometimes may not be only a function of how hardworking and how smart you are. And I also want to quickly say also, it's not also, we sometimes we judge success too much by the amount of money people have or the amount they choose to show. By what they show. When it comes, it's all bling bling. Oh boy, see the necklace on that guy, man. That thing is, the wristwatch he's wearing is Rolex. Luckily, see, I think on our fifth year, this is a rubber wristwatch, right? So we fall into that error often by judging people by how they appear, and usually it's not the best way to judge people. It's not the best. I mean, listen, I'm sorry. There was a case recently of a certain property which was owned by one former general, a late general, which became a dispute in the UK. And it made me sad because one of the things I've always preached about and spoken about it tomorrow is how, look, let's use our resources in our own country. Yeah. So you take £1 million and go and buy some mansions in the UK. You die. It becomes a dispute. Maybe now, at the end of the day, the UK will seize that property.
What's that?
So what has happened to that? Has it been done?
Just like Pastor said.
Yes.
That the government can never provide enough jobs for everybody.
Absolutely.
Now, how can the government encourage the private sector? Since your team is on catalyst.
Yes, we get it. We get it.
Yes.
Private sector, of course, is the only way forward. Mostly, even though, see, my own branch of economics and my own belief, which sometimes I'm ready to stand alone in what I believe. Okay, and like Mr. Melvin said, at least to my name, I've written in left class. He said, when you are old like me, what do you want to? Because Gamaliel was a director of more than maybe 40 companies. Ali Baba said from that time he stepped down to business class. You know what I'm saying? These are men. Then of course there's issue of specialization and diversification, issues of reduced brain drain, financial literacy. I think most of the gains of mentorship, is around the sharing of knowledge. But like I said, I want to close by saying that mentors should know that even in their role as mentors, there's a lot to learn from their mentees. Mentees should know that even though they are mentees, somebody is looking up to them as a mentor. And I wish that Mr. Melvin will continue to refine this space because I keep learning and I read everything you do and everything you write so that some of us will continue to learn. Like they say, the day you stop learning is the day you get out of this world. Thank you very much, gentlemen and ladies.
That's the Senior Special Assistant to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Senior Special Assistant, Special Advisor.
Oh, I brought him low. He's advisor. Advisor is of the rank of Honorable Minister of State. Let's put our hands together for him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.